Based solely on my shirt, guess one of the states that we're cooking today. Go! Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a continuation of the series I started a few weeks back where I cook a different food for every one of the 50 states. This is the second video in this series. If you have not seen part 1, go check it out. I will link it in the corner up here for you. Today I am back with another 5 states to cook for you guys, and I'm really excited about these 5 states. I think they all turned out pretty great, and I'm excited to show you guys the progress. So jumping right into it, state number 1 is Arizona. And for Arizona, we made chimichangas. For Arizona, we're doing chimichangas, and from the recipe that I found that we're using, it sounds pretty straightforward. It doesn't sound like anything too crazy, so I'm probably just gonna time lapse. I've never made chimichangas before, but like I said, from what I read, it doesn't really sound like it's gonna be that difficult, so. The origin of chimichangas is still unknown, but there are a few people who sort of claim that they created them. One story is Monica Flynn, the founder of the Tuscan, Arizona restaurant El Charro, and she claims to have accidentally dropped a burrito into the deep fryer and in her surprise exclaimed, "Chimichanga!" Which, why in your surprise and exclamation the first word that would come out of your mouth is chimichanga is beyond me, but I'm not judging Monica. Woody Johnson also claims to have created the chimichanga. He is the founder of Macayo's Mexican Kitchen, and in 1946 claims he put some burritos in a deep fryer as an experiment at his original restaurant, Woody's El Nido. And in 1952, when his restaurant changed names, the chimichanga was a staple menu item. All right, and this is what I have. The recipe called for only using 6 tortillas, and it actually called for using corn tortillas, but I'm going to use flour because flour is just what we have. And I did completely forget to warm them up ahead of time. You say you're supposed to warm them up so that you can fold them easier, they don't break. And I totally forgot to do that. So that guy right there has a lovely little rip in it, but we're going to just make do with it. And it said to only use 6, but there was enough mixture for 7, so I thought these aren't that big. Dan's probably gonna take 4 down during dinner easily, so hopefully they're good. All right, now I know chimichangas are traditionally fried, but for the sake of our stomachs, I decided to find a recipe that baked them instead of frying them.
Choose wisely. No pressure. Do it now. Okay.
Do it now. All right, I'm gonna take the broken one.
Okay. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. The fresh tomato and the sour cream on top are really good with when you take a bite with that and the inside.
I agree.
It's tasty. And it was very easy and very quick to make. So I think that's definitely a plus. Yeah. Overall, I'd say this is a good one.
Yep.
All right, now after I stopped recording, Dan did mention that he thought the filling of the chimichangas could use an extra something, but he didn't really know what. So if you guys have any really good chimichanga recipes, by all means send them to me. This is my Twitter handle if you want to link them to me there, or you can just put the recipe in the comments below for anybody to use. But I would love to try these again and love to see what other recipes other people have tried and said are really good. The next state that we cooked for was Arkansas, and for that we made fried pickles. For Arkansas, we are making fried pickles, and that is just one of the recipes that popped up all over the place. And I like pickles. I like fried pickles, so I thought, why not? So I'm currently patting them dry because you don't want them to be super pickly, I guess. And this is the breading we're gonna be mixing them with, and I actually have to add a half a cup of water to this, so it's more of a batter than a breading. And then we're gonna pop it in the oil, fry them for a minute or 2, and chow down. Fried pickles first became known in the early 1960s. The first known recipe called for sweet pickles and pancake mix. Fried dill pickles were popularized by Burnell Fat Man Austin in 1963 at the Duchess Drive-In located in Atkins, Arkansas. And to this day, Atkins even holds a pickle fest every year in May where you can buy pickles fried with the original recipe. Now, when we made these fried pickles, we were having a big cookout, and we actually cooked 3 different states in this one day, and we had a lot of friends over to help taste test who were all very willing to be guinea pigs, so thank you, friends. So for the next 3 taste tests that you'll see, be prepared for lots of first impressions. The pickle.
Oh, the fried pickle. I love fried pickles.
Yeah,
I already ate all my fried pickles. Are there any more fried pickles left?
There are.
Don't worry. Explosion over here.
It's underwhelming, I think, honestly, for me. Yeah, a little underwhelming in my opinion.
Without ranch, and then we'll try it with the ranch.
Cool.
So dramatic.
Yeah, what are the pickles?
The batter cancels the tang.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Which-
okay. Let me try with the ranch now.
Now, did you batter them on anything, or you just fried them?
I put a little bit of batter stuff on them, but it didn't stick so great.
Okay.
So that might have been part of the issue.
Yeah.
Whoa. With the ranch, it is better.
Different word.
Oh yeah.
It is better with
No,
the
I
ranch.
mean,
The third state that we cooked for was Alabama, and for that we made Conecuh sausage. Conecuh? 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 I honestly have no idea how to pronounce it. When I first decided to cook this, I have family in Alabama who said, yes, this sausage is what you want to cook. And I thought, cool. And I genuinely thought it was pronounced Conecuh, and that's how I was pronouncing it to myself and to my friends. And we finally went to go buy it, and I thought, you know, maybe I should Google how this is actually pronounced so I don't look like an absolute idiot in front of Publix workers. So I Googled it, and I saw it, and I thought, oh, Conecuh. Okay, Conecuh. So then I asked the gentleman, I was like, oh, hey, do you guys have any Conecuh sausage? And he's like, oh, Conecuh, yeah. And he showed me to it, and I was like, oh, it's pronounced Conecuh, like Hanukkah, but with a K. And that's what I thought then. But Dan was talking to somebody at Aldi, and he was like, oh yeah, Conecuh. And so now I have no idea how it's actually pronounced. So be prepared for Conecuh and Conecuh to be basically interchangeable during this next few clips. All right, for the sausage, we have them all cut up and just in this bag ready to go onto the grill. And it's just pretty straightforward. You just cook it. If it's sausage, I don't think it's gonna be anything that spectacular, but it might taste really, really good. Hopefully it does. We'll find out.
All right, we are just about to drop the Conecuh sausage. So here goes nothing, huh?
Conecuh sausage, named after the county in Alabama which it's made in, was created by a man named Henry Sessions. He started Sessions Quick Freeze in Evergreen, Alabama in 1947 and became famous for his recipe for hickory smoked pork sausage. And my suspicions were confirmed. This was very easy to make, and it was also pretty delicious.
Okay. Sausages.
Sausages, go for it.
No pressure.
No pressure. It's a quality sausage.
very good. It has a spice to it. You can actually see the peppers that's in there.
The next recipe we made was for Wyoming, and we cooked some bison burgers. I have never cooked with bison before, and upon very little research, found it was a very lean meat, so you do have to be a bit more careful about how you cook it, because if you cook it too long, it's gonna get real tough real fast. Here are the bison burgers all prepared. Those look intensely pink on the screen. I promise they are not that vibrant in real life, but those are chilling in the fridge, just waiting to be popped onto the grill. Bison are native to North America. When Columbus landed, it was estimated that around 30 million roamed the continent. But by the late 1800s, bison were almost entirely extinct, with less than 1,000 left at its lowest point. Game laws and other measures were put into place to protect them, and today their numbers are back up to around 350,000.
Has anyone tried the bison burger yet?
No.
Be the
I
first.
actually like it.
Be a trendsetter.
Okay.
That's right. I was gonna try the Conecuh.
Because I was definitely gonna go for it. Yeah, see, that's the response you want.
Is it?
Yeah, everybody, you guys
Yep.
can just dig in, yeah.
I'm getting ready right now.
Do it, man. I can do that.
Much more tender.
Spicy time.
That is very good.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really tender.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Really tender.
Taste how heavy the animal is.
Now,
Yeah,
you know what's so interesting about that is that is
That's
really
good.
tender.
That's good.
Dan's a great cameraman. That is really good. And the final state that we cooked for this video was California, and for that we made some fish tacos. Now, Dan and I have made fish tacos in the past. We actually have a recipe that we've gone back to several times, but for this I wanted to find a recipe that was more Californian, I guess. So I did a little bit of research and I did find a California style fish taco recipe that I wanted to give a try to. And I actually ended up combining two different recipes that I found because the one that I followed mostly didn't have any sort of mayonnaise sour cream mixture for a sauce to drizzle on top, and I really wanted that. So I found a second recipe that did have that, and I used the sauce portion of that recipe and incorporated it into the first recipe. Another staple of California style fish tacos is that in the batter that you use to coat the fish before you fry them, it calls for a cup of beer. And Dan and I don't drink at all, so I was slightly stressing out about buying beer, although it's not that big of a deal, but I didn't even know you could buy single bottles of beer or single cans of beer. I had not a clue. So I had to ask my friends at work about it and be like, do you know if I can buy a single can of beer? I don't want to buy an entire case and then not use it ever and it be sitting in my house and people think I'm an alcoholic. And one of my friends ended up just getting me a bottle of beer and was like, here, just take this and stop freaking out. I'm currently mixing this together and all I can smell is beer right now and it's super gross. This is what that looks like. I'm pretty sure that's thoroughly mixed. I don't see any chunks anywhere. Cool. Rubio's Coastal Grill in San Diego claims to have been the first to make fish tacos in the States during the 1980s. And although California did not invent the fish taco, Baja California does lay claim to concocting the prototypical fish taco, which includes a deep-fried, lightly battered whitefish served on a corn tortilla with shredded cabbage, a thin sour cream or mayonnaise-based sauce, a little bit of salsa, and a sprite of lime.
I got the big fish. Come on and get the boat fish. Come on and get the boat fish.
If you get that reference, we can be friends. It does smell very good. The fish, the batter, I'm really happy with the, I guess, prep and execution of the batter itself. I think it's one of the best batter recipes that I've found that we've tried.
Of course, it also helps that it's on the heels of a batter that for the pickles that we just tried.
Oh yeah.
Which really didn't work that well.
Yeah.
Like it tasted good, but
Oh, this is full. I'm glad I went for a smaller one.
yeah.
Mmm.
That's real good.
That is really good. It is really good though. I like that. I like this better than the other recipe we have.
No, I agree.
Alright, and that was the second video installment of cooking a recipe for every state in the United States. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, all of the recipes that I followed will be in the description below, and I will also make little notes under each of them if I changed anything in the recipe. And by all means, if you guys have recipes of these that you really, really like and you want to share them, please do so either via Twitter or via Instagram or via the comments down below. Comment down below if there are any other states that you guys have a very specific food you want me to cook for and which states you want me to cook next. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and if you're excited for the other state recipes that I make in the future. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of those videos that I post. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you on Sunday for a vlog and next Wednesday for another video. Bye! Yeah, if you guys guessed, New York because this is the Buffalo Bills. You were wrong. I wore it because it has a buffalo / bison on it and bison burgers for Wyoming. See how I tricked you? I'm tricky. I'm a thinker. You gotta think.